Hi. Last time we began looking at Bitcoins, where we noticed that it seems to be a trending market with higher highs and higher lows. This time we're going to use a technical indicator in the RSI. So we just go to Indicators, Relative Strength Index. And it's plotted below the chart. We can see that the RSI that is, oscillates. It falls down to about 30 and goes up to basically 80. Now, it varies depending on what you're looking at. So typically when you're looking at shares, people say the RSI varies between 30 and 70. So if it goes to 70, it's called being overbought. That's when the market is only thinking about the best case, about you want to be in this, since otherwise you're missing out. It's going up and up and up. Everyone is just rushing to get in, which is a good time to get out. So you would tend to be looking to sell when the RSI is high and buy when the RSI is low. Here, as I said, it goes up to 80. It also depends on how that market has been behaving. So at times you'd look at a share and the RSI would tend to be stuck between 40 and 60. So it would never really get to 70. And in that case, you'd be looking to get out when it was 60. Or if you don't have the share, so say you have a share and it's going up and it's moving between 40 and 60, you wouldn't want to be shorting it at 60. Because if you're thinking about a share which is in an uptrend, it's more that you want to wait patiently. When it's at 60, okay, it might go up and up and up and you miss it, but there'll come a time when it'll dip down to maybe 50 or 40, and that's a more attractive time. That's a better entry point. So here we can see the Bitcoin, and it's hopping between 80 and say 30. So say you bought it at 30. So that's what? About 2,000. And then you waited till the RSI was 80. And that is the price. So that's on the right hand side. It's what, 4,500? So you would have doubled your money. Then you wait patiently till it falls again. So when it's here, you're annoyed. You're going to going, if I'd only held on to it, I would have made even more money. Another approach people use is to have two strategies running. So buy with a half a unit and buy and sell another half. So, you would sell since the RSI is at very high level at this point, but only sell half your holding. Hold on to the other one. You're that other part, or it could maybe be 20% of your holding. So part of your holding is a long-term bet. You're going, I'm just going to buy that. I think Bitcoin is going to be 100,000. So I'll sell that one at 100,000. But the other part, maybe a half, maybe 80%, whatever you choose, that one you just buy and sell, depending on the RSI. So then as it went up and up and up and you're feeling very bad, you're not losing money though, and you wait till it falls again, which was here. So now you can buy it for what? 3,200. Again, you wait. It goes up to RSI 80, and you sell it at 5,800. So again, you nearly double your money. If you had I have half my money is long term, I'm not selling it, and half I'm buying and selling, then you would still be holding on to some as it went up and 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 up. Because here it hasn't fallen back. So I mean, if you'd sold it here and you were saying I'm going to buy it when the RSI is 30, you're not getting an opportunity to buy it again. But we can step back a bit, because this is only a certain period in history. As you'll know, now it has fallen. So if I had is this the, sorry, since I changed the time scale. Yeah, so here I never got a chance to buy it. So I sold it back here, and I'm waiting for an opportunity again. When it went up here, I didn't get an opportunity to sell, because I've already sold my I've already sold my half, or I've sold all my Bitcoins. Interestingly, if you did have a two strategy approach where you said, oh, I'm holding on the long term and half I'm buying and selling depending on using the RSI, you wouldn't sell here, because you're going, I'm going to wait till it's 100,000. Another strategy would be, if you still have half your holdings, maybe half it again when the RSI is this high, so you would have sold some here. Then when it dipped, you wouldn't buy it because the RSI is still very high. But then when it went up here, well, actually, would you sell here? I have to check. It would have gone up to 80. You might have. So again, it depends. I mean, because there isn't a magic formula that will make you money just like that. I mean, it's not that easy. The point here though is that yes, it's fallen a lot, from 20,000 to 8,000. So that's a big decline. But from an RSI perspective, it has just, has it hit RSI 80 or 30? It's just about now. So if you're doing the RSI, I buy at RSI 30 when it's very oversold, now you've had to wait quite a while, and this is the first time you have an opportunity to buy. So on the one hand, you could go, oh, this is the end of the world. Bitcoins were a sham. It's just going to go to zero, because that's the way people feel when the RSI is 30. But so far, if you have been buying at 30 and selling at 70 or 80, you've doubled and doubled and doubled your money. So you don't bet all your money, would be the takeaway. You should be in a healthy profit if you've been trading Bitcoins the last while. This looks attractive. So that would be the way you could use RSI. I would also say it's worth looking at things from in different timescales. So if we go to weekly, we get a slightly different signal. Again, we see the RSI is going up to about 80, 85, near 90, and it falls down to about 50. And 50 is neutral, so it's never been, even when, if you were a daily candle plotter, when the market would become very oversold, from a weekly candle trader's perspective, it's only ever fallen down to about 50. And now it has fallen down to 50. So on the one hand, I'd want to buy at this level. On the other, I would buy at this level but have a little stop loss. So if it falls a little bit, I'm going to get out. Because it has broken below 50. And that is worrying. I mean, in that, there I might want to wait until there are some signs that a bottom has been formed. So using the daily candles, I probably would have bought. Using the weekly candles and RSI, due to the fact that the RSI has now fallen below 55, which has been the level that has provided support for the last while. This RSI, this is now broken below that. So the RSI is signaling things might get worse. In which case, patience. I don't have to buy. So that's how the RSI can be helpful, provide insight. Another powerful tool that we use when we're dealing with trending markets is moving averages. So I want to look at that next.